Pronghorn are among the fastest animals on Earth. They can reach speeds of nearly 60 miles an hour. Hunters can shoot pronghorn from their vehicles, provided they're hunting on permitted property and not on a public road.
One of the #1 things we're looking for is people having a permit issued for a particular tract of land, and we catch them hunting on land that has nothing to do with that tract of land. Permits have to be signed. They have to be aware of where they are. Definitely up here, it's just one of these uninhabited areas. People think they could get away with more than they would in a more urban setting.
You got a vehicle to our left.
Yeah, 10-4. It's showing as a private road on my GPS.
Hey, Discord, I know who that is. That was a goose guide.
Is he doing some early season scouts?
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
That's part of knowing your county. Hey, say again, Stuart, you cut out.
A game warden is calling for backup at a ranch 10 miles away.
We're gonna move across this road pretty quick, getting up to Drew.
All right, 10-4, he just has some on the ground.
He's got a Pronghorn with a blank tag.
All right, so we got a call from Warden Spencer. There's multiple hunters on this property. An issue right now is it's a blank permit. It's not signed by a landowner. Why is it not signed? It's sounding fishy right now. When you're taking the big four, which would be bighorn sheep, mule deer, whitetail, pronghorn, without consent, it's a state jail felony. Okay.
We see a red truck off in the distance. Another red truck, landowner right there, comes flying by us, so we follow him.
The landowner, we find out, is driving to the scene to deliver the permit. If the individual shot this pronghorn, you know, he should have had that permit on him at the time.
The father hands a permit to us, and it's not filled out with anything, no signatures from the landowner, agent, otherwise. It is an invalid permit.
Is this everybody here?
This is everybody. This is all the players we're aware of.
2 sons.
And you're the parent to these two boys?
Yes, sir.
You got a Pronghorn permit for this one, right? Who shot this one?
I did.
You did? Okay. And you're the landowner, right?
That's right.
Okay. Well, would you mind stepping over here for a few minutes?
I didn't even realize that he had shot.
Is he stalking by himself?
Yes, because we stayed way over there. There were other antelope on the other side of the hill. We were watching those running around.
Okay.
And he got out of the truck and was sneaking out here. And that's when Mr. Wells came up.
Did they not have the permits on them when they took the shots? Did they have the wrong permits? As game wardens, we need to figure this out. If you don't have that permit on you at the time, you're hunting without a permit. That's a violation.
Rogers checks whether the permit is valid.
The biologist every year does an annual survey, and based on those herd population numbers, they issue the pronghorn permits to the landowner. Each permit is for a specific area to manage the population.
Something's up. Drew spotted a patch of white out there and walked out.
There's a fresh shot, bleeding pronghorn over here too, a bigger one.
Warden Spencer spotted the white belly of the second pronghorn off in the distance. Instead of an invalid permit, now we're dealing with a potential issue of somebody shooting more than one pronghorn at a time. Now we're talking about a more serious violation here.
Who shot this second pronghorn over here?
The what?
The second pronghorn. The one that's laying down over there.
You shot that one as well?
Sir, would you put down the knife for a few minutes?
Sure.
Who shot what, when they shot, how many times they shot? That's what we're looking for. So we got a hole here in the back leg. So you shot twice at this one?
Yes.
When you shot at it the first time, what was it doing?
It was just standing there with its leg lifted up.
Okay.
I didn't think I hit it the first time.
So the first time it was facing away from you, you shot, and then he took off running?
Yes.
And then you shot at him again?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and go back to the pickups.
What do you think happened?
I think that he shot that pronghorn. He didn't know if he hit it or not. He saw the other one. He took the opportunity to shoot the second.
There's 2 pronghorn on the ground. The bag limit is 1. buck per hunter. Anytime you're taking more than your allotted pronghorn out of the area, it could become detrimental to that population. The son did not have the right to shoot the second pronghorn.
As far as that one goes, I didn't know that he actually killed that antelope.
Were you hunting with him when he shot these?
Was I hunting with him?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was in the truck. I mean, yeah, I was up on the hill over there.
Okay, so when he pulled the trigger twice, you were with him both times?
No.
Okay, where was he at the second time?
He was out here in the pasture.
Okay, was he stalking by himself?
Yes.
We believe that this dad saw his son shoot both pronghorn like any parent would do. They don't want to see their son in trouble. When dealing with the warden, you need to be honest. When these other wardens showed up, that one didn't exist.
You never.
Well, I didn't know that one existed.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Who shot this pronghorn?
He did.
Who shot that pronghorn?
He did.
Okay, so he shot 2 pronghorn.
But I didn't realize that he had one down when he
Okay.
shot this one.
Are you aware of the bag limit?
Yes, it's 1 per hunter.
Okay.
Was he excited and just took a shot at another one?
Sure, that's the deal.
Whether your son accidentally or knowingly shot the second one, as hunters, we need to call our own shots. If we mess up, we need to own up to it. We're not going to file on your son, okay? He's under your care and custody at that point. You're ultimately responsible for him.
Right.
You're being issued a citation for your son's exceeding the bag limit for pronghorn antelope, okay?
The man faces fines up to $500 plus restitution costs for the second pronghorn.
You also see receiving a warning for the invalid permit.
The game wardens explain the rules to the landowner to prevent mistakes like this in the future.
I know some of this permit stuff is kind of confusing. When you get these, go ahead and sign them. They've got to have your signature on these permits before they can actually go hunt. This permit is nothing until you sign it. You need to fill out right here. You're going to sign the landowner. Mistakes happen. We understand that.
So if somebody wants this permit, I'm on the sign?
You need to sign it. You need to sign it.
Give it to them.
Yes, sir.
And remind him to stay on that property only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warden Spencer and Warden Collins took the meat. It's going to be handed to a needy family here in the area to make sure that meat does get used.
I appreciate your honesty. Today a mistake happened.
Yes, sir.
You know, when I was 17 years old, I got a ticket from a game warden for no hunter's ed. It's not the end of the world. But going forward, you know, get out in front of it, call a game warden, hey, this is what happened. I hope this doesn't deter you in any way from continuing the sport.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, appreciate your courtesy. We're okay.